given it into your class. Did I?
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Right. Okay, so that is from the lecture number 4. Just wait, please. Yeah, I came to the campus today because I have a meeting. Okay, so I'm sorry that today maybe that the class we are facing. Already I'm facing a lot of difficulties here. Yes, because I'm doing it on from that the home desktop different things. Office desktop computer and my home computer. So taking some time. I'm sorry for that. If you're if any inconvenience are there. Okay,
No
just give
problem,
me
sir.
1 minute. Okay. Okay, can you see the slide on the screen?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
That's right. Okay, so remember that from the lecture number 4, one question will come definitely in your midterm examination. So the things you need to study here, why this is that the old file. Wait, please. Where is the fact? Hmm. So in the lecture number 4, from the lecture number 4, one question will definitely come. Again, it is HTTP. So was this chapter started from the HTTP, the lecture number 4?
Yes.
Okay, so right, it started from, so it was correct anyway. So here you should need to be studied this that the persistent and non-persistent connection with that their example figures. You should need to be know also that what is the differences between these two, that persistent connection and non-persistent connection. And this is the part, the HTTP transaction. You should need to be study the whole part very carefully, especially that the format of the request and response messages, these figures, and as well as that the two example figures we are having. So I hope that you can remember in the class we have already discussed that how that the question can come if it is coming from here on. So you should need to be study that, and after that you should need to be study that the FTP protocol. These are the two modes, the active mode and passive mode. So you should need to be properly understand the active mode with that the example figure, as well as the passive mode with that the example figure. So you should need to be understand both of them very carefully because this is very important for the exam as well. Then the SMTP, that the question I have given to you already, that how to deliver an email from the sender to between the sender and receiver by using a push protocol and pull protocol. So push protocol is going to be your SMTP, and from the pull protocol you can actually explain any one of these two, the POP or IMF. So I have asked you to actually take the notes for this question answer. So this also you have to study. Okay, so this is also very important for you midterm exam. And these are the defined terms, the browser, server, URL, that you should need to be study. With that, the cookies example, what is the cookies and cookies example, and also that the static, dynamic, and that the active documents with the example figure that you need to be study. Okay, so these are the things you need to be studied from this chapter number 4. From the chapter number 5, you should need to be study the all these responsibilities, transport layer, that you should need to be know that what is the process to process delivery, addressing, reliable delivery, flow control, multiplexing. And this one is very important question, that the connection lays and connection oriented service. So what are the comparisons? I mean, what are the differences among them? You should need to be know very clearly, as well as the reliable and versus the unreliable service. So you should need to be able to compare this reliable and unreliable service. Uh, then from here on, for the UDP datagram, so you should need to be know that the UDP header is with the 8 byte fixed, and each field of that the UDP, that you should need to be able to define them. That those all the four fields. And also you should need to be know from a UDP user datagram like that, how to calculate the source port number, destination port number, and that the total length of that the UDP packet, as well as the length of the data, only the data in that the UDP packet. So you should need to be know that how to calculate them. And yes, you can, by seeing that the port numbers, you can understand that, I mean, the source port number, as because it is the dynamic port number, and the destination port number is the 13, that is the well-known port number. So you can understand that actually this message is going to be sent from that the client to that the server. Okay, because the destination port is 13. If the source port is 13 and destination port is like that, I mean, a dynamic number, then you'll understand that okay, that message is going to be delivered from the server to the client. Okay. And in the consultation our time, we have discussed this the checksum, that okay, what are the type of the questions it can come into your midterm examination. So make sure that you are doing this, I mean, practicing this such a way so that you are ready to give any question answer about the checksum, because I say that this is a very very important topic for your midterm examination especially. And after that you're going to be study here. Okay, this chapter is done. And from the chapter number 6, you should need to be study the buffer of TCP. This one, it is very important, that I mean, with that example figure, you should need to be able to explain it, sending and receiving buffer of TCP. And you should need to be very clear about that these are the three keywords: the byte number, sequence number, and acknowledgement number, because you need them uh, later on to, I mean, understand that the TCP connections. You should need to be study these examples as well. And this is very important thing, that you know about the segment, the TCP protocol. uh, the message, we call it segment. So you should need to be know that the header size is 20 to 60 bytes, and you should need to be know that all the fields available into that the header. So what are the fields are there, and what are the description for each of the fields, that you should need to be know. Okay, so this is very important for you. And this is that the consultation hour, we have discussed about this connection establishment, data transfer, and termination. So I said that you should need to be know, I mean, by combining all these three, that connection establishment, and then continue with the data transfer, and continue with that the termination. So the complete process for the TCP connection, that you should need to be study and practice at your home, because this is also very very important for your midterm examination. Right. That's all for that this lecture. And in case of that the lecture number 7, network layer, so we have already said to you that why it is empty. There is some problem with the file. Let me open it again. Number 7. Quite interestingly, that the latest file is not with me here. So you should need to be studied that the two routing algorithms that the that we have studied in the class. One is that the Bellman-Ford algorithm from the distance vector routing, and the Dijkstra algorithm from that the link state routing. Okay, these are the two routing protocols that whatever the things we have done in the class, you should need to be understand them. Okay. So one question might come into the midterm from here, and also that from the very beginning slide, the slide number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that the header IP header format. So you should need to be study all these fields from here on. That actually progressed with the slides here. That you should need to be study them, and also that this is the math. I said we have done in the class. So this is also very important for you to understand. It's very important not only for midterm but also for that the final examination. So there are two exercises is there for fragmentation. So you can solve them. Have anybody solved it till now?
Sir,
Yes,
first
sir. I
one,
have.
second one
Okay,
sir পারিনি।
sorry.
স্যার ফার্স্ট ওয়ান সলভ করেছি কিন্তু সেকেন্ড এক্সারসাইজ টুতে স্যার প্রবলেম আছে।
স্যার দুইটাই
Okay,
সলভ করেছি।
okay, very good. So then next is coming. So this is that the up to 14 slide that actually we have said that we are going to be um, the syllabus right for your midterm examination, as well as with this you are going to be have that the IPv4 addressing, the whole concept. I mean the concept of that the IPv4 addressing that actually we have done in the lab class. From there also, I said definitely one question will come from there. Okay, so these are the things actually you have to study from that for that your midterm examination. If you're studying these topics carefully, then I think that there will be no problem. Will be able to answer all the questions in the midterm examination. Okay, so please make sure that you are studying all of you and taking the preparation accordingly.
স্যার লাস্ট টপিকটা জানি কি বললেন স্যার?
IPv4, IPv4 addressing. Yeah,
ওকে স্যার।
IPv4 addressing that the that whatever we have discussed in the class. Okay. All right. So in your section, how much we have done? Did we in the class? Did we progress with that the forwarding, delivery, forwarding, and routing? Have we done them?
No, sir.
No, sir.
All right. Okay. So I think mm, I mean my job is done for today. So what I will ask you that the rest of the class, you people stay here and you people actually uh, have some discussions about the different topics that actually you have um, that where actually you have the problem. So but I will ask you before going to that, I'll ask you the Sumaya to actually share that the you can take the picture of that the solutions of that the two exercise. So from the lecture number 7, the exercise two exercise are there. So you can actually show, take the picture of that the this you can take the screenshot of this slide that you're seeing on screen. So you can get the 10 minutes time so that you can make your answers. So by that 10 minutes 10 minutes time is going to be enough. Okay, let's I think it's not really required that as because Sumaya is solve these two problems, so I'll ask her to take the picture of those solutions and share the screen with them. Okay, you can take the screenshot of this slide. So with that, the slide and your answers, please explain to others that how you have solve these two exercise for the fragmentation. I think this is going to be the first thing that Sumaya Akhtar is going to be do. And after that, when it finished, then you can have the discussions among yourself. I think that in the consultation hour we are discussing so many topics. So if you have any problems anywhere, you are going to be do the class discussions. Is it clear? It's because I have to move to the meeting. So the classes are going to be with. I mean, I'm giving the floor to you. So you are going to be do the rest of the class very nicely. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for your
Yes.
preparation. And yeah, and Sumaya is going to be start with the solution of these two exercise. And then, I mean, if you have any things that you do not understand, so you can ask that the classroom. So whoever is actually know that, understand very well that that student can actually discuss the things by sharing the resources. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just stopping the sharing here. Okay, so that I mean Sumaya can uh, present by sharing the screen. All right, so I'll be here. I mean, in the classroom. So whatever the things you're doing, I'll be observe that. Okay, so please continue the class. Okay, and I'm just going for the meeting. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Is there any other questions or anything you want to say here? No, right? All
No,
right.
sir.
No,
All right.
sir.
All right. Yeah. Please carry on. Please carry on. Thank you.
মানে প্রথম কোয়েশ্চেনটা হচ্ছে গিয়ে একটা আইপি সাইজ হচ্ছে গিয়ে 1000 বাইট। সো এটা হচ্ছে গিয়ে যখন রাউটার থেকে আরেকটা রাউটারে যাবে ফরওয়ার্ড করা হবে, তখন হচ্ছে গিয়ে আমি 100 বাইট হচ্ছে ট্রান্সফার করতে পারবো। এমটিইউ হচ্ছে গিয়ে যে ম্যাক্সিমাম ট্রান্সমিশন ইউনিট, মানে আমি 100 বাইট হচ্ছে জাস্ট ট্রান্সফার করতে পারবো এই রাউটার থেকে নেটওয়ার্কে। সো আমাদের এখানে হচ্ছে কি আবার দেওয়া আছে যে অ্যাজিউম দ্যাট দ্য সাইজ অফ দ্য আইপি হেডার ইজ 20 বাইট। সো আইপি হেডার হচ্ছে কি 20 বাইট এখানে দেওয়া আছে। এখন আমাদের ক্যালকুলেট করতে হবে যে ফ্রেগমেন্ট মানে হচ্ছে কয়টা ফ্রেগমেন্টে আমরা হচ্ছে টোটাল এই 1000 বাইটটা পাঠাতে পারবো এই এক নেটওয়ার্ক থেকে আরেক নেটওয়ার্কে,
Yeah,
এটা বলা
Sumaya.
হয়েছে। ইয়েস স্যার।
Sumaya, can you make the I mean your picture? Can you zoom the picture? It's not visible, right? No other is I mean asking for zoom it. Please zoom it. Right? Zoom that picture and then explain. Okay?
সো এই যে মানে কোয়েশ্চেনের হচ্ছে কোয়েশ্চেনটা দেওয়া আছে স্লাইডে, আপনারা দেখে নিতে পারবেন। আমি কোয়েশ্চেনটা আপনাকে আবার বুঝিয়ে দিই। এখানে হচ্ছে আইপি ডেটাগ্রামের সাইজ দেওয়া আছে, সেটা হচ্ছে 1000 বাইট। অ্যান্ড এই বাইটটা মানে ডেটাটা আপনি যখন নেটওয়ার্ক লেয়ার থেকে আরেকটা নেটওয়ার্কে পাঠাবেন, তো তখন হচ্ছে গিয়ে আপনার কতটুকু আপনি পাঠাতে পারবেন সেটা দেওয়া আছে, লাইক 100 বাইটস দেওয়া আছে। সো এটা হচ্ছে ম্যাক্সিমাম ট্রান্সমিশন ইউনিট, 100 বাইট আপনি পাঠাতে পারবেন। আর এই 100 বাইটের মধ্যে হচ্ছে গিয়ে 20 বাইট আপনার আইপি হেডার, এই যে এখানে দেখা যাচ্ছে 20 বাইট হচ্ছে গিয়ে আইপি হেডার। সো 100 থেকে 20 বাদ দিলে হচ্ছে গিয়ে 80 থাকে, মানে 80 হচ্ছে গিয়ে আপনার ম্যাক্সিমাম আপনি পাঠাতে পারবেন ডেটা। সো আপনার এখানে হচ্ছে গিয়ে 1000 বাইট, যেটা আমার হচ্ছে গিয়ে আমি একটা ডেটা একটা রাউটার থেকে একটা নেটওয়ার্ক থেকে আরেকটা নেটওয়ার্কে পাঠাবো। সো 1000 বাইট নেটওয়ার্কটাকে আমরা আবার হচ্ছে ডিভাইড করব, একটা হচ্ছে আপনার আইপি হেডার আর একটা হচ্ছে আপনার ডেটা। এই পর্যন্ত ক্লিয়ার সবার?
হ্যাঁ।
হ্যাঁ
আপু আইপি হেডার কি অলওয়েজ 20 থাকবে নাকি কোশ্চেনে যেটা দেওয়া থাকবে সেটাই করব?
আইপি হেডার হচ্ছে গিয়ে নর্মালি ম্যাক্সিমাম হচ্ছে গিয়ে
20 বাইটেই থাকে, কিন্তু
হ্যাঁ।
কোশ্চেনে
আর
যেটা থাকে ওইটা ইউজ করব।
মানে বুঝি নাই কিছু।
মানে আপু এখানে দেখেন বলে দিছি যে assume that the size of IP header is 20 byte, ওরকম কি কোশ্চেনে সবসময় বলে দিবে নাকি হচ্ছে আমরা আপু 20 বাইট ধরেই করব আইপি হেডারটা, মানে হেডারটা কি অলওয়েজ 20 বাইটই নিব?
আইপি হেডার হচ্ছে গিয়ে ম্যাক্সিমাম 20 বাইট থেকে হচ্ছে গিয়ে তোমার 60 বাইট, মানে মিনিমাম হচ্ছে 20 বাইট আর ম্যাক্সিমাম হচ্ছে 60 বাইট হয়।
এখন আপু যদি কোশ্চেনে না দেওয়া
ওখানে
থাকে
কোশ্চেনে যদি বলে দেওয়া থাকে তাহলে তুমি হচ্ছে গিয়ে ওই বাইটটা ইউজ করবা, বাট নর্মালি 20 বাইটই এখানে দেওয়া, 20 বাইট ধরবা।
আচ্ছা আপু।
Excuse me, Sumaya,
ইয়েস
and the
স্যার।
others. Yeah, so here that we know that in the IP datagram the header size is going to be 20 to 60, right? So
ইয়েস
it can
স্যার।
be any number between the 20 to 60. So if it is the, I mean, in the question it is going to be tell to you. If it is not telling to you, then you can just simply think that it is a 20 byte. If it is giving in the question the 40 byte, then actually you have to count the header 40 bytes and rest of the bytes is going to be data. Is it clear?
ওকে
ওকে
স্যার।
স্যার।
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And Sumaya, I'll request you to actually speak in English. Okay.
ওকে স্যার।
Yeah. Rest of the part, please do it in
Okay,
English.
now you have to do the dividing, fragment dividing. The packets you want to send the data, you have to divide it. So the total size of packets, this is my total size of the packets. As we are sending the 1000 bytes and 20 is my header, IP header, so I will not count this one. I will count the 980 for our total size of packets. And then the MTU, the maximum transmission unit, this will be our 80. We will not count the IP header here. So as you can see, after dividing, we get the 12.25. So we will take the, if we get any fraction number, then we will take upper value. um, mm, I mean that one value, how I should say, like যদি 12 পাই তাহলে 13 নেব, আর মানে হচ্ছে গিয়ে আপনার yeah, okay, understand. Okay, you understand, right? If you get fraction value, you will take the integer value, not the fraction one, and it will be one, one plus with that the value
Yes,
here.
yes, Apu, we got the idea.
Okay, this is actually the question was in this exercise one that you will calculate the number of fragments. So we get the fragments, it is 30. So our upper value is 13 fragments. So for the second exercise, did you understand the first exercise?
Yes, Apu.
এস আপু।
Yes, Apu.
Okay. Okay, this is our second question. Second question has said that host A sends a UDP datagram containing 8,880 bytes of user data to host B over an Ethernet LAN. So here the host A is sending UDP datagram containing this amount of data to B, host B. So Ethernet frames may carry data up to 1500 bytes. And this is our MTU, means maximum transmission unit. And size of UDP header is 8 byte and size of IP header is 20 bytes. Here it is important to see that UDP header is 8 byte and there is no option field in IP header. How many total number of IP fragments will be transmitted and what will be the contents of offset field in the last fragment. So what happened here is that first of all you see that in exercise 1 we have seen that from our network layer the data has been transferred to another network layer. But in here UDP layer has been mentioned. So we know that UDP layer is in the transport layer, and as you can see this one in transport layer, UDP header is 8 and the user data is 8880, and we have to add them together, and then this will be our data in the network layer, and which is 8888, and we have to add the 24 IP header. Did you understand this part?
Yes, Apu.
Okay. So here is our picture. What? Yeah, this UDP header and the user data will be add together, and then this will be our user data, and this user data will be sent to the network layer. Did you see the line I draw here? These two will be added and sent to the network layer. And then from host A and host B, this data will be sent. So I just add these two to show that our whole data is maximum data is this, which A host can send to B, which A host want to send to B, but B host can only, A host can only send this amount of data. And maximum transmission unit is our given here, which is 1500. So we will divide it like previous example we have seen. We will divide it again. This part also divided to 20 is our 20 is our IP header, and 1480 is our data that will be sent. Yes, any problem? Hello? Hello?
Please continue.
তুমি কন্টিনিউ করো।
Okay. Number of package fragments. Like the previous one, this is our formula: total size of packets divided by maximum transmission unit. And this is our total size of packets and divided by maximum transmission unit, which is 1480. After dividing that, we get 6 and some fraction value. And the upper value is 7 fragment. Did you understand this part?
Yes.
Apu.
Okay. Okay, from here, as you can see, this is this data, whole data will be sent to the network layer. So this one, 8888 is our data. And we have mentioned in the question that IP header will be 20 bytes. So we have attached IP header here also in network layer. Did you understand this? Then this is actually for the host A network. In network layer, this part will be sent to the B. Did you understand this? What? Okay. After that, like I actually have add these two numbers, 8,888 with the 20, so I will get these bytes. Did you understand this one? Like the previous one, there was 1,000 bytes, but I have divided, I have minus 20 to get the 980. 80. Do you remember that part? Same like here, actually. I'm sending the, actually the total bytes I'm showing here. 8,908
Uh,
bytes.
Abu, that will be given.
Now, this one is not given. Actually, I have showed here that this much of like without the IP header, sorry, with the IP header, this is actually my host A is going to send the data. Did you understand?
So we need to remember that things.
What?
Abu, I said that we need to remember that value.
No, we don't have to remember it. We just gonna calculate it. It will be given in the exam, in question paper.
Okay.
Okay. I mean to say that if you have understand this part, did you understand this part? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, the first example that I have shown to you. Did you understand this diagram? It is the similar, it is the same type
Yes.
diagram.
Yes, Abu.
Just the value is different. Okay. If you understand, I will tell you again that IP datagram value is 1,000 byte here. Okay, and here you can see that my datagram, we have divided, this part is for IP header and this part is my data. So all together is my IP datagram. Now you understand it?
Yes, Apu, we have understand
Yes,
for the
Apu, we
first.
understood.
Can you please again tell the second question? What will be the contents of offset field in the last fragment?
Okay, I'm showing that for two. Okay, as you can see that after that we have to find our total length, then our more fragments, and then our offsets. So I have divided as we have got the, as you can see we have got the upper value 7 fragments here, and then we have to divide it into 7 fragments: P1, P2, P3, P4, P5 to P7. Here is also P6. Now we have to find the total length and more fragments and offset. So first of all, to find the total length, we are going to do the P1 to P6, multiply this 6 with the 1480, and we will get that for 8,880, and then from the our data we will divide it, 8,888 is our data, and we will divide it this value, and we will get the total length for P7 fragment. Did you understand this part?
আপু এখানে কেন মাল্টিপ্লাই করব 6 দ্বারা?
I can show you one thing that since look at this, we are getting 6, right?
Yes.
Here. So at the fraction values, if we get the like full value without the fraction, like integer value, if we get that integer value, then it would be much easier. Like we just okay. Let me tell you another thing. Look, at the beginning, we will send this amount of data. this is one fragment, we will send this amount of data. Okay, then again we will send this amount of data. After sending this p1, then we will send this amount data. By doing this, we will send all of them, right?
Yes, Apu.
Okay, one by one, when we will send the data, the only data we will left will be 8. Yeah, how should I tell you? বাংলায় বলি হচ্ছে গিয়ে, তোমাদের যে ডাটাগুলো থাকবে না, মানে আমাদের যে 8800 এই মানে যত ডাটাই থাকুক হচ্ছে গিয়ে, সেটা তো আমরা পাঠাবো একটা একটা করে ফ্রেগমেন্টের মাধ্যমে পাঠাবো। সো প্রত্যেকটা ফ্রেগমেন্টের সাইজ হচ্ছে গিয়ে 1480. This amount of data we will send, right? So
Yes.
so you will calculate like for P1 you will send this, P2 you will send this amount. এভাবে পাঠাতে পাঠাতে লাস্টে হচ্ছে গিয়ে আপনার যেই অ্যামাউন্টটা থাকবে, লাইক ওইটাই তো আপনি মানে এভাবেই তো আপনি পাঠাতে থাকবে। মেইন কথা হচ্ছে গিয়ে যে P1 থেকে P6 যদি আপনি ডেটাটা পাঠাতে থাকে, ওকে
সুমাইয়া আপু,
হ্যাঁ বলেন
আপু,
ভাইয়া।
এখানে যে আমাদের অফসেটের যে ভ্যালুগুলা 0, 185 এই ভ্যালুগুলা কোথা থেকে আসছে?
এই ভ্যালুগুলো হচ্ছে গিয়ে প্রথমে যখন আপনি ডেটা হচ্ছে গিয়ে পাঠাবেন, তো অফসেটের হিসাব হচ্ছে গিয়ে যে এভাবে, লাইক আপনার 1480 সাথে 8 ডিভাইড করলে আপনার হচ্ছে গিয়ে 0। অফসেটের ডেটাগুলো অ্যাকচুয়ালি, সো ফার্স্টে দেখেন হচ্ছে P1 এ আমি হচ্ছে P1 এর আগে আমি কোনো ডেটা পাঠাইনি, I didn't send any data, so P1 is going to be 0. Do you understand this part?
Yes, Apu.
Then after sending the P1, I am sending P2. Okay, so if you divide let me show you. If you divide 1400 divided by 8, you will get 185. Now you understand where I get the 185.
Yes, Apu, we got that.
ক্যালকুলেটর মানে হচ্ছে আপনি 1480 কে 8 দিয়ে ভাগ করলে এই মানটা পাবেন। প্রথমে আমি P1 এর আগে কোনো ডেটা পাঠাইনি, সো P1 টা 0। দেন আপনি যখন হচ্ছে P2 পাঠাবেন, তখন আপনার হচ্ছে গিয়ে 1480 কে 8 দিয়ে ভাগ করতে হবে, 8 বাইট দিয়ে ভাগ করতে হবে। 8 বাইট দিয়ে ভাগ করার পরে আপনি হচ্ছে এই মানটা পাবেন। আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড?
জি আপু, বুঝতে পারছি।
দেন এভাবেই লাইক পরেরটাতে হচ্ছে কি আপনি 2 দিয়ে করলে গুণ করলে আপনি হচ্ছে 317 পাবে, এভাবেই যেতে থাকবে। বুঝতে পেরেছেন?
আপু পরে ভ্যালুটা কি দ্বিগুণ হতে থাকবে, মানে যা আসবে এটা থেকে আমরা 2 দিয়ে 3 দিয়ে গুণ করে
2
দেব?
দিয়ে 3 দিয়ে, এই যে 2 দিয়ে এখানে, 3 দিয়ে এখানে,
3 দিয়ে
4
এখানে,
5
4,
এন্ড দেন লাস্ট 6।
ওকে ওকে।
দিস ইজ আই শোড হিয়ার।
আর এমএফ এর মানটা কিভাবে আসলো?
এমএফ এর মান হচ্ছে এই যে আমি P1 এ হচ্ছে ফ্রেগমেন্ট পাঠাচ্ছি, মোর ফ্রেগমেন্ট, এফএম মিন্স মোর ফ্রেগমেন্ট। আমি P1 এ মান ভ্যালু পাঠাচ্ছি, সেন্ড করছি, মানে হচ্ছে P1 এর পরে কি আমি আরো ফ্রেগমেন্ট পাঠাতে চাই, সো P2 তেও এই যে পাঠাচ্ছি, আমি P3 তেও পাঠাচ্ছি, 4 5 6 এও আমি পাঠাচ্ছি। বাট P7 এর পরে তো আমি আর কোনো ফ্রেগমেন্ট পাঠাবো না, সো এই জন্য P7 0। ডিড ইউ
আচ্ছা,
আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড?
হ্যাঁ।
আপু টিএল এর মানটা কি হবে, ট্রান্সপোর্ট লেয়ারের মানটা? ওটা কি সবসময় সেম থাকবে?
কি কিসে?
টিএল, ট্রান্সপোর্ট লেয়ার।
না, ওইটা হচ্ছে দিয়ে দেওয়া থাকবে। পিএল ট্রান্সপোর্ট লেয়ারে হচ্ছে গিয়ে মনে করো যদি তোমার ইউডিপি হেডার তো অলওয়েজ 8 বাইট হয়, বাট অন্য কোনো মান দেওয়া থাকলেও তাহলে হচ্ছে গিয়ে তোমার ওই 8 এর সাথে ওই মানটা ভ্যালুটা যোগ করবা। বুঝতে পারছো?
আপু P7 এ শুধু only 8 plus 20।
P7 এ হ্যাঁ 8+20, কারণ হচ্ছে গিয়ে যে তোমার P1 থেকে P6 হচ্ছে গিয়ে আমি মেইনলি হচ্ছে আমি যে ফ্র্যাকশন ভ্যালুটা পেয়েছি না।
জি আপু।
হ্যাঁ এখন একটা কাজ করবা যে যে আমি যে 6 পয়েন্ট সামথিং পেয়েছি, ওই 6 দিয়ে হচ্ছে গিয়ে নর্মালি তুমি যত এমইউটি পাঠাবা মানে ম্যাক্সিমাম ট্রান্সমিশন ইউনিট পাঠাবা, সেটা গুণ করার পরে যেই মানটা পাবা, যে এই মানটা পাবা, ওটা থেকে তোমার টোটাল যে ডেটাটা তুমি পাঠাবা সেটা এটা মাইনাস করে দিলে তুমি P7 বা যে কোনো ক্ষেত্রে তুমি মানটা পেয়ে যাবা। বুঝতে পারছো?
জি আপু বুঝতে পারছি।
Apu, we have got the whole idea of the question. So can you please repeat these two lines in the question? Size of UDP header is 8 byte and size of IP header is 20 byte. The first calculation you have done. Can you please repeat that part again? Short repeat actually.
Which part?
The size of the UDP header is 8 byte and size of the IP header is 20 byte in the first page of the solution.
This one?
This one, yes.
Yeah. What is the
Can you
problem?
please repeat this one again shortly?
Oh, okay. As you can see, we will send our data from network layer to the another network layer. But here in the question, it is mentioned that from the transport layer, we have given that UDP header is 8 and the user data is this one 8880. So when we will transport from data to the network layer, this whole thing, UDP header and this user data will be add together, and this will be sent to the network layer, and will be our data.
Now,
and in the question it is mentioned that IP header will be given, and IP header is our 20. Do you understand it?
Yes, thank you.
শোনা যায় না।
Yeah, thank you very much, Sumaya. Our class time is over, so thank you so much. See you in the next class. All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Take care of you.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম স্যার।
Assalamu alaikum, sir.